This meeting of the Hanson Conservation Commission on July 1st, 2026 is now in order. This meeting of the Hanson Conservation Commission is now open under the State Wetland Protection Act, Chapter 131, Section 40 in the Hanson Local Bylaw, Article 3-13, Section 5. This opening statement will apply for business conducted at this meeting. This meeting of the Hanson Conservation Commission is being audio recorded. Roll call, please.
Ed Keel.
Dave Mansfield.
TJ Rofi.
Erica Adams.
Frank Skellinger. The first item of business is to reorganize, and so I open the floor to nominations for chairman. Are there any nominations?
I nominate TJ Rofi.
Is there a second?
Second.
Do you accept?
Mr. Rofi, do you accept the nomination?
I do.
Are there any other nominations? All right, on the vote, all those in favor of Mr. Rofi as chairman?
Aye.
Aye.
Abstain.
All right, the vote is 2-0. Mr. Rofi, you have the gavel.
Turning our attention to the
No, you gotta,
position of vice chair.
I'm sorry.
I would entertain motions for a vice chair.
I nominate Dave Mansfield.
I second the motion. Do you accept, Mr. Mansfield?
Certainly.
Any discussion on the motion? Any other nominations? Seeing none, all those on the motion say aye. Aye.
Abstain.
Motion passes 2-0-1. Nominations for the office of clerk.
I nominate Ed Heel.
I will second that motion. Any other nominations? Seeing none, all those on the motion, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
The motion passes unanimously. And do we have to reappoint the property management coordinator? Was that an annual thing or is that a perpetual designation?
Not an organizational position.
So that's a perpetual designation.
We
All right.
agreed to.
With that matter of business taken care of, we turn our attention to the 6:30 p.m. continued notice of intent for 372 Whitman Street, map 107, lot 10-6 and 11-2. Mr. Rye?
Good evening. Steve Wright from Land Planning on behalf of applicants, the Winberg family. We were last and we had a few comments that we needed to clean up the front yard. I think we've taken care of those and we've checked with the building inspector, sent him a copy of the plan. He met with the town planner to go over the plan, see if there was any need for a ZBA filing. They determined there wasn't. So we'll be back before you, trying to close out the hearing in order. We did do a test hole out there for the infiltration system, as Frank had suggested. We've changed the grades a little bit because of that test hole, to raise it up a little bit, about a half a foot for the building. And we've given a detail of the gravity retaining wall that's going to be along either side of the driveway as you go across the land. I think those took care of the comments together. You have to answer any other questions you may have.
So the location of the building has not changed since
No,
last time you
there
were
hasn't changed. There was a question about mitigation as well for the 50-foot buffer zone. And because the site is totally wooded now and we're trying to keep the footprint as small as possible for disturbance, we'd like not to do it on site because we're kind of taking trees out, trees back where we need them to be, not be, you know. So we're asking for in lieu of mitigation, which we've done on another project with you folks. We did it on Lakeside Drive with ATL, and we put a calculation in there as to the square footage of disturbance and what that would amount to if we used the same numbers we had used a couple of years ago. I think you've got that explained to you, or if you don't,
I don't have it with me now.
I know you sent it to me. I don't have it memorized.
These were the numbers.
Thank you. Dr. Scaliger, comments, questions, concerns?
No, you just need to address the question of mitigation and I believe we have
Abutters.
others.
We have a formula for that, right?
Yeah.
Is that the formula?
Yeah,
that's the same formula we used last time.
If you haven't changed them.
Anything from the commission before we open the floor to the public? No? Okay. Is anyone here interested in speaking on the project? No? Okay.
You don't want to speak?
So run this by me again, why we don't want to go with Ken Thompson's mitigation plan?
Because it's all a wooded area, we're trying to keep the footprint as small as possible. So we've already maintained as much wooded area as we can. We've got a wetland mitigation that we have to do for the crossing, which is on there, and that kind of limits the area we have available as well.
So, just to clarify, the proposed in lieu mitigation is for the disturbance within the 50-foot buffer
50
zone.
buffer, not
The wetland replication, the wetland crossing, which is the red dotted section,
right.
is being replicated in the green adjacent to the
yes,
driveway.
That's right.
So it's two pieces of mitigation.
And there is one culvert?
Yeah, the one culvert at the crossing. Yeah.
No, that's plenty. But
Yeah, that's the only area that there's a connection between the properties for the wetland area.
I know that we said or you had said last time, there's no running water, no septic out there.
No, there doesn't appear to be any significant running water. There's no.
No, sorry, to the building, like as a utility.
Oh, no. There's no. It's going to be a dry garage.
Right. Are they bringing, I imagine they're bringing electricity out there,
Yes.
overhead or
That
underground?
is shown on there. We show one pole at the rear of the rear of their property, going overhead from this pole to that one, and then underground up the driveway.
Okay, I see it now. I was looking too far back, closer to the garage.
Did we resolve that setback question that came up last time?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that was what he said was
That's what he-
with
yeah.
Tony and Mike Fleming.
Any other questions, comments, concerns? Okay, so they need a vote on the variance. They need a vote on a variance, obviously. Do we also need to vote specifically on the in lieu mitigation, or is that just part of the presentation? If we approve the project, is that just included, or does that require a separate vote?
No, that'd be included in your vote for the approval.
Okay. Seeing no further questions from the commission and no public comment, the chair would entertain a motion to approve a variance for work within the 50-foot buffer for the project.
So moved.
second.
Motion made by Mr. Mansfield and seconded by Mr. Keel. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. The chair would also entertain a motion to approve the project as presented, including the in lieu of on-site mitigation plan, and close the hearing and issue the order of conditions.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Mansfield and seconded by Mr. Heel. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained? That motion also passes unanimously.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Have a good holiday.
Thank you, you
as
too.
well.
Thanks, you too, Steve.
Sorry to interrupt your vacation. No, that's okay. I was just, I'm at home. Oh, yeah, we'll put in with your 5
I think we need to readdress that whole pay-to-play mitigation thing.
That was the actual root cause of the updates to the conservation regulations that I started like 2 years ago and have yet to finish.
I think we need to look at that.
To change the value? Or
Well, it's
the whole
ridiculous.
idea?
Basically, people took a couple $100 and they go to the wetlands.
Well, it's
not the wetlands.
It's not the wetlands.
Well,
It's for the 50-foot buffer.
right,
He's replicating the wetlands on the property.
right. My point is, it's so little that it's meaningless. And what do we do with it? What are we going to do with the $700?
800.
Can we add that to a meeting just for that, or do we do it as part of the?
It's in the regulations, so it's going to be part of the. If I ever finish updating the regulations, which I swear to God I'm trying, there has to be a public hearing on the regulations before they can take effect.
Right.
And so rather than a public hearing here and there for the different changes, we were trying to just do one full sweep. With a few minutes before our scheduled next hearing, we'll turn our attention briefly to the minutes of June 15th. Sorry to July. To the minutes of the public meeting of June 15th. The draft in our folder.
I would make a motion that we accept the minutes as printed for July 15th.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Mr. Mansfield and seconded by Mr. Heel. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained? That motion passes unanimously. It being just about 6:45 p.m., we'll turn our attention to our next public hearing, a request for determination of applicability for 430 Brookbend Road, map 106, lot 26. Mr. Clerk, if you could please read the hearing notice.
Yes, the Hanson Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing on Wednesday, July 1st, 2026, at 6:45 p.m. at the Hanson Town Hall Select Board's Meeting Room, 542 Liberty Street, Hanson, Massachusetts, pursuant to a request for determination of applicability for Jill Flacco. Parcel and project. Request to remove trees that are unsafe and leaning towards or on the house, only removing the trees that pose a risk to life or property in the yard. Located at 430 Brookbend Road, map 106, lot 26. The applicant is filing under Massachusetts Wetland Protection Act, Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 131, Section 40, and the Town of Hanson Wetland Protection Bylaw, 3-13, Section 5, and Rules and Regulations. Hanson Conservation Commission, Thomas F. Rofi, Chair.
I assume that's you folks.
Yes.
Welcome.
Should we come up there? Or kind of,
You're welcome to. You don't have to.
okay. So first one.
So it looks like 7 trees that are within our jurisdiction.
No, they're all in jurisdiction. The 7 that are marked are in the 50-foot buffer.
Oh, and the rest are in the 100.
The rest are on the side of the house there.
Right, but is that the outside the 50 foot?
outside the 50, within the 100.
Okay. So it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 14 trees? Does that sound right?
I believe it was 17, but
Okay.
Some are quite small, but it might be 17.
we just included everything.
Okay. Dr. Skellinger, have you been to site?
I have. I have observed the trees. This house was built right up back to the wetland practically, and the applicant is correct that the trees are threatening the house if we had a major storm. That's all I can say.
Okay.
So I don't know if you already said it, but are these other trees in the 100-foot buffer?
Yeah, the orange ones are in the 50. The other highlighted X's to the north side of the house are within the 100.
Okay.
Any questions from the commission?
About how tall and what type of tree?
Some of them are very, very tall. I mean,
Yeah, I
more
would
about-
say varying between 30 and 50 foot.
It's scary during a
Are
storm.
they pine or oak?
A lot of them are pine.
A lot of them are pine.
Some of them are ratchet strapped away from the house, like the previous owners.
Yeah, mostly pine. I think one oak and one maple.
Okay. Any other questions, gentlemen? Are they removing the stumps, leaving the stumps?
Currently planning to leave them. Maybe next season be able to do a stump grinder or something like that. That's not the plans yet.
But not necessary. I just the trees not leaning on the house.
Sure.
I can certainly sympathize with not wanting ratchet-strapped trees hanging above your house.
But we love the wetlands. We love. That's the reason we bought the house. We love it back then.
Did you have?
I'm extremely happy they're coming in. That's not a. It's
Not everybody does. No, we appreciate this.
Thank you.
We're new to the town, so.
Was it just
Well, welcome.
was it just tree removal? Or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you go get sworn in since you got reappointed?
Did I get reappointed? Thought I have next year. I'm reappointed.
Who was it?
It was Alicia though. Not Alicia.
It's not Elise this year.
I don't like my notes. I'm not sure.
Nobody told me I was getting reappointed.
Okay.
Am I up? Does anyone know?
I didn't see it, but
Oh, it matters because I'm invalid to
It
vote
should
tonight.
show on the website, right?
I can't legally vote tonight if I'm not if I haven't been sworn in.
All right. So, sorry. Were you here about this? The trees
Yeah.
as well? Did you have anything you wanted to?
just, I'm the next door neighbor. My name's Tim White. I live at 413 Brook Bend Road. So I've been at that house during its reconstruction, if you will. So I'm supporting the neighbors. I saw the trees sitting on the roof. I can't imagine why that would be a problem. Like it should be gone. And I know the wetlands are in the back, but can't have tree branches weighted down with snow in the wintertime sitting on your roof. And they have a fair amount of it back there. So I just wanted to come here and express my support for them, and trees should come down.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Sir, because this is a matter of procedure. Before you leave, could you sign out on the sheet there?
Sure.
Just so we have a record of it.
Yep.
Well, thank you for coming in tonight.
Yep.
Any other questions, comments, concerns? Seeing none, the chair would entertain a motion to. What am I giving them?
Variance
And then what?
to work in the 50 foot.
No. You're right.
this-
It's an RDA. Is it a
It's
negative?
gonna be a -3.
Okay. The chair would entertain a motion to approve a variance for work within the 50-foot buffer for the tree removal.
So move.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Mansfield and seconded by Mr. Heel. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstaining?
Abstaining, I wasn't here for the talk.
Okay. So that motion passes 3-0-1. And then -3, you said? The chair would entertain a motion to close the hearing and issue a -3 determination on the determination of applicability.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Mansfield, seconded by Mr. Heel. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain?
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, you're going to answer to any of them?
I'm going to abstain to everything tonight because I met
All right, so that motion also passes 3-0-1. So thank you for coming in tonight. Good luck with everything.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Would you
Supper.
call the office and tell me
You're the one
who's
with
going to
the
do it?
Thanks for
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have a date, make
yeah,
sure. everything's up.
absolutely. We're gonna get a date.
Good night.
It's a 3-year appointment,
They're
right?
doing it, and just take a look.
Cool.
Don't have
Thanks, Frank.
I got reappointed last year.
No idea. Have I been on the board for years? I don't even know.
Two.
That was 2.
There were
You sure it wasn't a lease?
I know, yes, because I went back and
I
forth
thought
with
it
Lisa
was,
about it.
when, in my list, I thought it was a lease, but then they said it wasn't. So I don't know who
Well,
has it.
because I think Elise had like some kind of like weird finishing Phil's term.
Right,
So
but
she gets the full-
Phil resigned at the end of his term in 2024.
Yeah. So I have no idea why she got some kind of weird partial term. But
Because she started late, but the term went through June of 27.
oh, okay. So maybe I am up to bat then.
Someone has to be.
Did you guys wait? Hold on, we gotta select. Hey, did you guys reappoint me?
I don't recall. I can.
There were 3 names, and Ed was too busy saying that Laura can't get reappointed because she hasn't been to meetings. To be fair, I think she only ever came to 1. So
What is it?
All right. I'm just gonna err on the side of caution because it doesn't look we have a whole lot more voting to do. But if there is any more, I'm gonna abstain because I immediately screw the vote. We have to redo it otherwise.
but yeah, I watched the meeting and I don't remember.
That's fine. I'll swing by the clerks and ask them.
Usually they'll send you a letter.
Well, yeah, that's what I was confused about. Like when you said it, I was like,
Right, but
nobody
you-
told me I was even up.
The meeting was last Tuesday night,
Yeah,
so and of course Town Hall takes Fridays off in the summer.
lovely.
So I don't know when those letters went out.
Okay.
I got mine this morning.
It takes
they
forever.
They handed it to me in the town hall.
Which might mean that they only went in the mail today.
Yeah, I swear, if you're down by the Monpont neighborhood, like it's like the 5 or 6 days to get across town. It's the weirdest thing.
All right, proposed dock bylaw, nothing. Other than I had a lady on Facebook ask me about it. Master,
Interesting thing, I had a conversation with Tony about that. He said he doesn't bother sending his bylaw changes to the bylaw committee. He sends them directly to the select board, and because they need to upgrade the bylaw committee and haven't done so, so he goes directly to the board of select. So
I've been on the bylaw committee for 4 years. We've yet to meet. So
maybe that's what you should do, is just send it to.
send it to the select board. Everything's a select board problem if they don't have the people to do it. Master plan, quarterly meetings, ongoing efforts at coordination. No firm details currently. Conservation regulations, I will try harder to update them for Dave so I don't get yelled at again. Conservation property list.
Still with the governor.
Yeah. I harassed Senator Brady's office again and haven't heard back. Maybe I should just go over there.
It's getting to the point that if we don't soon get word, it's going to lapse again.
We have the rest of the calendar year.
I don't know.
The legislative session doesn't expire until December 31st.
Okay.
But I will be in Senator Brady's office long before that. Open space acquisition and protection. Which one's in here?
Couple.
Oh. Theoretically, in 2 weeks.
Correct. Frank also got this week a corrected deed for the Eversource donation, which the select board voted to accept at their June 24th meeting. That does require a town meeting vote for care and custody of conservation.
Yes, it does.
So in October, we'll put that parcel on the special town meeting warrant for transfer to the care and custody of conservation. But it is probably not officially town property yet, but approved and in the process of becoming.
15th is supposed to be the closing. I believe,
We're getting them both the same day?
I think that we have to sign an acceptance, don't we?
Yeah, there's one in here.
That's for Hubble.
Yeah, this is for Hubble.
No, the announcement's for Hubble. That one's for,
Oh, no, I'm
That
sorry.
one's for-
Different.
I don't think that one's for Hubble though. That one's for the other property, isn't it?
Hubble Distribution Inc.
Oh, it
is
is?
the first three
Oh,
words, so
it is, okay.
I sure hope it's for Hubble.
Yeah, Humble closes on the 15th,
Right.
but we need to accept the deed before that.
So we need
Okay.
a motion?
Well, two things. Mr. Heel's not on here anywhere to sign it, and Dave's last name is spelled wrong.
Landslide.
So we could vote it tonight and stop by to sign, right? Because we're not going to meet again until the 15th, and you need it signed before then.
Yeah, landslide.
Does it have to be the whole commission, or could they vote to approve me to sign it, and I'll come in and sign it one afternoon?
I don't know. I don't know the answer.
I can come in and sign it tomorrow, as far as that goes. You probably can too, right?
Do what?
Can you sign it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Who's gonna correct the document? Do they?
Where'd it come? Who'd it come from originally?
No. Select board office.
Yeah. Lisa.
I mean, if Laura only has to sign it for the select board, I don't know why the whole conservation commission has to sign it.
Well, sign it, we'll take it up there tomorrow, and if it's enough, it'll be enough. If not, retype the front page and I'll have to do it over.
Okay. So the chair would entertain a motion to approve the acceptance of is there a map?
It said that there was a motion attached, but
Nope, here we go. So look, our illustrious town council wrote it. It would appear. I don't know, just have Ed sign it underneath. Apologies for your name being misspelled.
Sorry, just one of my aliases.
Then the chair would entertain a motion to approve the acceptance of the property commonly known as the Hubble property, subject of pursuant to Article 17 of the October 7th, 2024 Hanson Special Town Meeting. That the Town of Hanson Conservation Commission accepts the foregoing deed pursuant to that article.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Mansfield and seconded by Mr. Keel. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain?
Abstain.
that's not you.
Duh.
So do we need to come
Guess
tomorrow or
not.
not?
We don't know.
No, we'll sign this one and I can, if it doesn't work, we'll come back.
Okay.
Ed can just sign it underneath Dave's spot.
Yeah.
They didn't give you a spot to sign it.
That didn't like me. Uh-oh.
It came from the select board's office.
They came from town council.
And my name's on there, just put a line through here. Who's standing?
You can sign it.
That would be me approving it, though, would not?
No.
I just don't want to screw anything up. If I'm not legal to vote right now, anything I vote on is...
I don't think he needs to sign it.
Yeah, I think it's a bad idea for me to do anything until I find out if I'm technically on the board or not.
Anything else under open space acquisition and protection?
Let me just make a couple of comments. Now that the closing date for Hubble is set for the 15th, and we've approved the,
Deed acceptance.
we're going to need a CR. I've talked to Scott McFadden, and he is happy to be the holder of the CR. We probably ought to have a survey to support it, to support the CR. The survey that exists is for the entire property, including the John Pierce piece. So I think we should probably have a survey that just covers our piece.
Do we know if the state property's been transferred to?
I believe it has.
Yes.
I also had a phone call from the chairwoman of the select board today, and she mentioned the boardwalk, and she said that she would be happy to see that proceed, and that it would be useful to put in a application to the CPC for the money. She said we can expect that we can use that kind of money for the project. I'm just passing that along for your information.
If we can ever get CPC to meet.
Yeah. They never have a quorum. Now that we're returning the earmark money to the state.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't make this stuff up.
On the Eversource gift, the select board voted to accept it. That's the one we're going to need a town meeting article to come into care and custody because the way the deed is written. And I recommend that we do a survey of that also. We do not need a CR for that property. And it's part of a very large piece of property that we are already care and custody of. So I'm going to ask Ken Anderson to give us a quote to go around the entire perimeter of the Little Cedar Swamp that we have care and custody of.
Why don't we need a CR for that?
We didn't use CPC money to buy it. CPA money, I'm sorry. On the property on Ponset, map 2, lot 4-3, I have asked Mr. Anderson for a quote to survey it. I also told him that if he comes in over $10,000, we're going to have to go out for bids. He doesn't know yet what he's going to offer as a quote. It's been a couple of weeks, and I know he's busy, so I'll just jingle him sometime next week and see how he's doing. Once we do have it surveyed, then I will record the vote so that it is clear that it's protected by Article 97.
Turning our attention to property management.
I got nothing new.
Let's stay out of the heat this week.
I was up there today. I got the Japanese knotweed out of Bonnie Hill. Other than that, that's it.
It's 99 degrees today. You might want to reschedule some stuff.
Should really look into renting a goat.
No kidding.
That started off as a silly idea, and it's starting to become more and more
Yeah,
sounding.
for sure.
Conservation Fund spending plan, fiscal year 27. Did we type up Dave's notes?
Yeah, we did. Didn't I give a copy to you? No. I'll have to do that then.
Okay.
One week.
Put that on the next.
Now that we apparently will own Hubble, what should we do? Should we put anything in on that? Because I think we took it out, didn't we?
Well, it's still on the fiscal year 26
It is, yeah.
fund estimate. But we felt that we would get reimbursed by the
Yeah.
earmark. We can work up an estimate and put in a Form A, Form 1, whatever it is, to
Part A.
CPC.
No, I mean, do we need to put anything up for? We don't have to put anything in the town meeting, do we?
No.
No.
Does the town meeting article that's paying for Hubble have money in it for the CR, or do we need money for that out of the conservation fund?
I believe we asked for a more than what we paid for the property, knowing that we would get an invoice from the Wildlands Trust. Or have other expenses related to it. But I don't think it's going to be enough. We're probably going to have to ask for some more.
Well, plus we have a survey that's going to add to it.
Yeah. We'll probably have to ask for more.
In all your spare time, do you think you'd find that article and see what we have to work with? Because I
Yeah.
have no recollection of what the dollar value was for the article.
Yeah. I have it. Because I've already drafted the CR, so I have a copy of the article and the vote.
Okay,
I don't have it with me, I'm sorry.
it's quite all right. We've got time. CLF donation, I assume that refers to this letter that's in our packets. Looking for money. Was it the Conservation Commission that was the contributor previously? Or was it Becky individually?
You expect me to give you the history of this?
You're the only one in the room that would have been here in 2019.
I would think it would have to be an individual because this sounds like a lobbyist group, and government giving money to a lobbyist sounds questionable.
In the past, there was a donation to the CLF. That's why we got this mailing from them. They want us to re-up.
Is that legal?
Back in 2019, it was Phil. No, doesn't ring a bell. I can't remember that far back.
None of the rest of us were here.
Yeah, I imagine we should just ignore this then. Because if you look at the bottom of it, they're clearly a lobbyist group. They actually petition governments to do stuff. So,
They generally sue governments into doing stuff.
oh, so now they're just going to ask the government to hand the money over?
I mean, they're a legal foundation, conservation law foundation.
No, I get that. I'm just saying that if the town of Hanson, which is a government agency, were to give money to a lobbyist group, I question about the legality of that. because it's a politically active group or whatever they call it. PAC?
It's not a PAC.
It's not a PAC?
No.
Okay. I don't know. I've never heard of the group until now.
It's a 501c3.
Oh, is it? Okay.
But I mean, their claim to fame is suing the government over. Well, they sued over fishing regulations in the 90s. They sued over big dig mitigation in the early 2000s. They just sue over everything.
So maybe we
It's
should.
kind of their jam. Let's punt on this for tonight
Yeah.
until I get a chance to check on whether or not we can actually do that. Put that one in the take-home pile.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend I'm a lawyer and have any idea. It just sounds like the sort of thing that might get us in trouble.
It's all right. You're not on the commission. You can't get in trouble.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I'll go sit over there.
Last thing in the packet, which I don't know that any of you have seen yet, is the.
There we go.
That's gonna go those.
You're gonna skip the good part. We'll pause momentarily until Mr. Heel comes back.
Yeah, we don't have a quorum now.
Unrelated to all of this. When Heidi's, the ice cream joint, applied for their septic plan, do you remember offhand where the resource area is out there?
Facing the property, it's in the far left-hand back corner.
Okay.
And the septic system was outside the 100 by a lot.
Yeah, but what did they apply to? Had the 100? What did they come before us for if the septic system was outside the 100?
Nope, it's not coming.
I'll call you tomorrow. All right. So with Mr. Heel back, we'll turn our attention back to the agenda items. So in our packet is the letter that the Conservation Office sent to the landowner or the trustee of the 72 Tavern Way Trust, which is the parcel that we had some neighbors come in and speak about previously. Attached to that is the report from Ken Thompson, and the nickel and dime version of the story is that there are wetlands along the western property line of 64 Tavern Way, which is where Miss Pritchard pool/addition plan showed them to be, which does therefore put the newly constructed access road to 72 Tavern Way within the buffer to that resource area. I don't imagine that you've had a response from the trustee of 72 Tavern Way Trust yet.
No.
So, there's really nothing to do with this information tonight, but as a status update to follow up on that conversation, that is where things stand.
There is nothing we need to do except collect the fee, or is it going to be a future?
Well, if you would read the letter, it would tell you that he has to apply for a notice of intent. And so when he comes in for a notice of intent, there'll be a hearing.
And then that'll come through us. Okay.
Correct. But there's nothing to do tonight other than update you on the progress thereof.
So I'm reading this there. So he did find wetland there, or just found evidence that there previously was wetland? Like there's pictures on.
He had
the
he
property?
found wetland soils border right on the boundary line.
Right on the boundary line. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, she was correct.
Question: is this public information? Can I share this with the interested parties? Okay.
Mrs. Pritchard got a copy.
Okay. That was the part.
I assume.
She got it today. Actually, it wasn't mailed out previously.
Okay.
Yep.
She got it by email.
I mailed it to her too, so she'll get that. as
I'm
well.
sorry?
I mailed it as well, but actual fact.
I meant to call her and tell her. I forgot.
Well, I spoke with her today. She's still extremely upset. She's very unhappy with me, doesn't feel I've done my job.
Well, that hasn't changed.
Well, did you get rid of your X-ray specs where you could see the wetland under the soil? I mean, like, I don't know what she's supposed to be mad at you about. It's not her fault.
Her contention is that her testimony saying that it was there is enough.
Yeah, that's not how that works. I sympathize with her, but that's not fair to you.
So I have not heard from the owner of 72 yet. I will touch base with him either tomorrow or Monday to see where it stands. I believe the last time I did talk to him that he was going to have his engineer start the process. However long that's going to take, I don't know. I'll find out perhaps when I talk to him again.
Are they using that road now for construction?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, should they have to stop using it?
Yeah, they're bringing trucks through what is now within 50 feet of a wetland. If the wetland is literally right at the property line, bringing trucks through there is driving through 50 feet of the wetland.
They're using it to get to their existing house, right?
No.
The house they're building.
It's the house they
Oh,
built,
okay.
but the land itself, like...
No. It is a house in the process of being built.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about, like, it's not like it was a pre-existing road that already was approved to be there. It's a potentially illicit road that is still an unapproved access point that is passing within the 50-foot buffer. It'd be one thing if there was a driveway that existed for 30 years and they were just driving trucks down it, but it's not. So it's kind of a weird gray zone.
Well, it is a gray zone because there was a cart path there before.
Yeah,
It wasn't as well made as this.
yeah, exactly. It's not like he's driving through literal wetland right now, but
Driving on top of it.
It's really a conundrum because the project was approved 2 years ago. At the time it was approved, the plan from the engineer didn't show any wetland. And so it flew through the process and was approved. A year later, Mrs. Pritchard made her complaint. Well, when she made her complaint, the road was in.
yeah.
It's a little late at this point,
Yeah.
but nevertheless, she is correct, as it turns out, that there should have been a permit for this driveway. But the passage of time now has obliterated the evidence that there is or was a wetland there.
This is the evidence.
No, that's evidence that it's in the buffer zone.
That's evidence that it's in the buffer zone.
Yeah, I thought it was oh, yeah, I know, but then he would have to make the argument that the wetland mysteriously followed the property lines, ending terminating at the property line the whole way. It's a very convenient wetland.
Yeah, that's true. Nevertheless, we're 2 years down the line. I mean, what do we do? You want to stop building this house? You want to stop?
Well, if I were the
driving
king,
down
if I were the
there?
king, yeah. But
Yeah.
practically speaking, I don't know. I mean, basically, he's getting away with it.
I don't like that he's getting away with it. Forgiveness is not cool. You got to do it the right way. And from what I'm told and what everybody came here and said, it wasn't the bordering of the wetland. He demolished wetland itself. Like that.
There's no evidence to support that.
There is evidence if it goes right up to the wetland. Wetlands do not follow man-made property boundary lines. It is my opinion, and I intend to vote that way, that wetland was on his property. There are also half a dozen witnesses that said so.
None of whom are wetland
But
scientists.
the conundrum is, what can we do about it now?
And that's a huge.
And I guess we can't do anything about it tonight because we don't have a hearing posted.
what we are going to do about it is that he's going to submit a notice of
Right.
intent.
Correct.
And he's going to come into a public meeting in front of you, and you can talk to him all you want. The butters can talk with them all they want. And you can come up with a decision about what you want to do.
Right. That's why the question is, do we let him just keep doing what he's doing until that decision is made, or
Yeah, I think that's
just as a practical matter, we just let it go, or we try to stop?
when can we get him in here? I mean, if he,
He needs to file the NOI.
Right.
yeah, that's what I'm saying is like if we were to tell him stop work, is it going to be 2 months before he gets in here? Or is it going to be next 2 weeks from now? That's what I don't like. You know what I mean? Like, how much of a hardship is it to say stop work? And actually, they're not doing any work in that area, so just passing trucks through, like you said, is not really a big thing. So I don't think we need to stop work. Actually,
Well, you can issue an enforcement order
yeah.
and tell him what you want him to do.
Can we kick this down the road to the next meeting, and then at that time, see if we can get in contact with him and ask him if he's intending to timely file an NOI after the fact? I mean, if he just like ignores us, the only team we have is enforcement order. But I don't know.
Well,
we
if he
need to do
ignores
that.
us, we will issue an enforcement order. I mean,
Yeah.
Is there a date that he has to?
no, there's no date. I didn't give him a date.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Well, the date would have been before he started.
No, I mean a date when he needs to have an NOI and
Yeah.
ready to go, or you know what I mean.
No, read the letter. There's no date.
Can we settle on a date then and just say
You know
if he
what I
doesn't
mean?
file an NOI by this time?
Read the letter. Like, that's what he got. That's all that we sent
Yeah,
him.
but I'm wondering what we can do to say this. This basically says
We can
doesn't
issue an
say it.
enforcement order. You can go to the building department and ask them to pull the building permit. Those are the only 2 ways forward.
Yeah.
Or it's wait for the
because
NOI.
according to this letter, he should pull an NOI.
Yes, but,
But
if
when?
the
If
question
the-
is, yeah, that's the only teeth we have is exactly what TJ just said.
This
If
could be
he can sit on it
5
for as
years
long as he
ago.
wants to, unless we issue an enforcement order and force him to come in.
We can't sit on it for 5 years because I won't let the building department give him a certificate of occupancy.
No, I know that. I'm saying if we're trying to get him to do it sooner rather than later, but I don't know that we need to go straight to an enforcement order if we've just only sent this letter. So do we want to just say, if he doesn't reply by next meeting, we'll vote then, and then say, okay, let's issue an enforcement order because he's not responding. You know, like we don't have to just automatically assume he's not going to reply just because we didn't put a date in there.
I mean, Frank said that he's already been in touch with him and he was going to have the engineer who is, you know, CC'd on the letter and
Gotcha. I didn't catch that part. I thought that was before the letter went out. Sorry. If that's the case, then yeah, I don't see any reason why we need to be overly aggressive.
Except we have some citizens in town.
Who would like us to be overly aggressive? Yeah.
No, I think that's an adjective. You just attribute that, but they would like to have the law enforced.
Yeah.
And I'm just asking what that is. Looks like we don't want to do anything until we hear from him. So, I guess that's the answer to that question.
well, the neighbors would like to see the road ripped out, which I'm not sure is an option. That
Right. Right. We're not. He's going to do whatever he wants. Good luck. We're going to pay a $300 fee. A little bit like the pay-to-play thing with the mitigation. Toothless.
when he files a notice of intent, we can have a conversation in the public forum about mitigation.
Okay.
Until then, we'll just wait.
I mean, these projects, like to prepare these plans and to submit them and to meet the posting requirements of it being in the newspaper for 2 weeks, it takes time to get through all these legal steps. Even if he had turned around and filed an NOI the day after he got the letter, like you still have to wait for the posting period and you still have to wait for DEP. It's not gonna be as quick as people hope it is.
No, we get that. And I think what Ed and I were asking is not about how long can we get him, how fast can we get him in the door. It was how long until, if he has not even started the process, that we kind of bark at him. But that's also just like, we're also making the assumption he's going to be adversarial. For all we know, he's already in the process of doing that. So I agree. We shouldn't just jump straight onto it.
There is a chance that it's a legitimate mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
My only concern is I don't want it to be the project is done, there's a house there, there's somebody living in it, and then we have...
We're way far off from that. They're still building.
What is it?
We're far away from that happening. That's
What do you mean?
They're
It's
still
building
the
it, right? I mean,
building, not building.
Right, but the building permit was issued on the presumption that there's no wetlands.
right.
So we're not going to let the building department give him a certificate of occupancy. He's not selling that house
Okay.
without this
But
straightened
he
out.
can finish the house. He just can't get the
Yeah, you
certificate
can't
of
sell.
I mean, the house portion of the project is all upland.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, it was done, but okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, this is not going to be the last conversation about this property.
No.
But I don't think we're not going to solve it tonight either.
So the building department is aware of this.
Probably not, but they will be.
Yeah. Okay, so nothing to do tonight on this, though. Just wait and see what happens. Or wait for a response from.
We'll wait for a response from the property owner, and if he is not timely or cooperative, we can discuss means of compliance then.
Yeah.
But he deserves, I mean, this letter went out 10 days ago. He deserves an opportunity to comply with the letter that was sent first before we escalate.
Sure.
Anything else?
I am not here next meeting.
What's on the agenda for the 15th?
Something. 86 Woodbine?
Yeah.
Notice, is it a notice of intent?
Yeah, they were here last time, right? And we continued them.
They're coming in with a new notice of intent.
Okay. Are you here? And we'll see if Steve's on the commission or not by then.
Yeah. I'm gonna go down tomorrow
This one
morning and
is
straighten that out.
Dave's.
Don't sign the first one, Dave.
Okay.
I'm not signing nothing, so.
Unfortunately, I have an email with this information on it. I usually get an email with a list, but I don't have it.
List of what?
The annual appointments.
Appointments?
Who's, yeah.
As I'm not signing anything, we're going to close. See you guys.
See you, Steve.
Have a good night.
Pretty sure you're all set.
I probably am, but I don't want to screw anything up and then have to be like, oh crap, take Steve's name off of that.
Did anybody,
Have a good Fourth.
Yeah, you too.
This one was already unsigned, but it's like correction.
Yeah. We couldn't really discuss it, but I
Discuss
explained
what?
the issue. The
Thomas.
Thomas Mill discussion with the maintenance, and I mentioned, I think a few of you saw the meeting. We
Yeah, I saw it.
mentioned the sealing of the.
But there's no decisions made, right?
No decision made. I think they need to put it on the agenda so we can actually discuss it and make a decision. Because they couldn't discuss it with just me bringing it up.
Should have put it on last night's agenda.
Is the Thomas Mill Committee still,
You're the one that talks with them.
I don't talk to them, I just happened to run into
Yeah.
Marcus a couple of times.
I don't think that one's you. That one's, you can sign that one. I think you can sign the rest of them.
It's not really my affair about Thomas Mill, I'm just kind of figuring somebody ought to do something about it. Besides me.
The select board appointed several people to the committee in their annual appointments last week.
That's good.
Come on, Dave.
What? I'm not.
Your initials.
I'm not on that committee. Nor
Yeah.
do I want to be.
Out of curiosity, did you have to buy the fluorescent green paint, or did you have that in the closet?
Where did it come from? No, I bought it. We paid for it.
I was telling Dave that I went for a walk down David Crooker Place, and that needs help, even if we don't build a boardwalk. People are crossing where the boardwalk would go and have built with sticks and mud and whatever a dam. I'm not sure.
I told you
This
guys.
is what,
I tell you guys this every other
No, I
meeting.
mean, we need to at least move the dam, if nothing else.
Dave has removed the dam and it's been rebuilt.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not beavers?
No, it's not.
No, it's definitely not beavers. It's
It's
you know, a
homemade.
foot wide, the distance, you know, but I was thinking while I was out there, is if we took a section of the dam out, like a 3-foot section, and put
Dave, I don't think he listens to you.
culvert pipe
No, he
there,
doesn't.
and let people walk over it, at least the water would drain out.
Next time I talk about it, I'll give you a transcript.
What?
Next time I talk about that, I'll give you a transcript.
But we need, I mean, we gotta do something, right?
Yep, I agree. I've been in agreement now for some years.
I know, but we've gotta, yeah, I get what you're saying, but
Now that you finally went down and looked at it, now you understand.
no, I've been pushing for the whole thing all along. I've been trying, but
It hasn't been ours.
Yeah.
What is it?
It hasn't been ours. We haven't owned it.
We wouldn't let Dave work on
Right.
it because we didn't own it.
I was all set to build it there several years ago.
Right, right,
We didn't own the property.
right. So
I was going to follow the builder's mantra, you know, you just go in and do it.
I wondered if we should,
But later.
now that we are going to own it relatively shortly,
Right.
2-week time period or
But the
whatever.
earmark money's gone now.
But I'm talking about like $100 or something
For what?
to take a 2-foot section out of the dam, replace it with the culvert pipe, and put the 2-foot section back, and at least let the area that's about, I would assume, 9 to 12 inches higher
Yeah, because it's a dam.
than below the dam.
Right. They built
Did
a
I already
dam.
sign that one?
I was waiting for you.
No.
For this one.
Oh my goodness.
That's why we're trying to hurry you along. Frank's got 17 pages of mileage.
If you gave me money for a culvert pipe, I'd just do it. But
That's not as easy as you think to do.
no, I know cutting that dam out's going to be a pain in the butt. Is that what the part you mean, or
You want to put a culvert in there?
a culvert where the dam is?
Yeah, that's a big project. We might as well just
Oh, it's at least-
build the bridge.
What?
We might as well build the bridge.
Oh, well, if we had money, I'd build the bridge.
We did have money, but we didn't have the property. Now we're going to have the property and no money. There's no justice.
Do you still have your pen, Dave?
Yeah. Why? Did I miss a page?
You gotta initial this.
Oh, I missed a page. Yeah, well, this is Frank's never ending. Oh, I gotta put one of these in next week.
Why are you handing me
You
this?
better hurry, the
Yeah.
year is over.
You gotta hurry. I have to have it in by Monday.
All right.
He's handing me another one I
Okay,
already
it's tomorrow.
signed.
All right. The time being 7:34 p.m. The chair would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yep.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Great. Stand adjourned.